Alright everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So tackle season's finally over, so we're finally going to get around to some more of the Shonen Jump backlog. Thankfully there isn't too much to get caught up on this time. Just a couple of, or just chapter of Kaiju, some Akane Banashi and some Spy Family. But that said, there's still a lot to look forward to. I'll hopefully get back to read-throughs this weekend. So if you haven't already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Without further ado, let us dive into with Kaiju number 8, chapter 125 by Naoya Matsumoto, with translation by David Evelyn and lettering by Phil Christie. So we pick up where we left off last time with Kokoro going, "But this time, I swear I'll get you out of there. Just hold tight, Daddy." And she launches herself above the Dai Kaiju and then launches a flurry of shots at it. And you see Kafka rushes forward with the Kutukum as he also slams into it. And you have Hoshino going, "Kafka's attack connected. Shinomiya's foresight is working." And you see him just racing around trying to launch some blows at it. And you see it trying to do its little psychic attack as it's doing crisscross on Kafka. And you see Kikoru spots it and tries to draw its attention by firing a couple of shots at its face to distract it. And you see with a wham and a woomph, Kafka uppercuts it from below. And you see blood starting to drip out of one of its eyes. It's working! It's number 8's attacks are effective! And you see them both just exchanging a punch. As it's I need to fend off its attacks and search for the core. And you see blish as Kikoru's eyes also start just bleeding out. It's she's overheating already? But it's too early for that! And Hoshino's I guess it's only natural. She's not as proficient as Captain Narumi. On top of that, she's using 2 numbers weapons at once. She won't last long. And Kafka's what do I do? Maireki's using number 9's abilities. I bet it'll condense his shield to protect his core. We'll need to concentrate a huge amount of power into a single spot to break through it. It's but how do we expose the core? Jeff, leave that to me. Wrangle the target to the point Okanogi's about to share with you. I'll shoot it down with Kurano. So you see as Mina's running away. It's that thing. And he thinks back to the huge-ass fucking I assume railgun she was using. He's Roger! Yeah, focus, follow the signals and find the core. He's not this one, or this one. There's a seemingly endless number of fused kaiju cores acting as decoys. It must be even deeper. And Jeff, Officer Shinomiya's unleashed combat powers dropped 12%. He's search. And you see her other eyes also bleeding. It's she's also bleeding from her nose now. It's she's lost, taking on a tremendous stress. It's she's lost an additional 5%. It's search, search. And she thinks back to Daddy. I know why you were so strict. You see, I was pretending to sleep back then. Oh, Lord, bro, come on. You see a little flashback. Sorry, let me just pull up the page. As you see her her doting parent just kind of watching her sleep. And she goes, I plan on hardening my heart to train her, which means you'll have to take over, giving our little Kikoru lots of love and attention. Okay, that's her mother saying that, not the father. When Mommy passed, that was when Daddy decided he would stand in for Mommy. She's I found it. The one reacting to every generated signal, the control center. The main core! I'm sharing its location. It's well done! Now we just have to wrangle it to the point. And so you're looking up as one of the giant arms just comes down and tries to grab her. And she's my output isn't increasing? And you see, you see the arm just slapping her down. It's down another 15%. She's at her limit. And Kafka's Kikoru! He's stay back! Didn't I tell you, Kafka Hibino? I'm done with being rescued. Fucking Christ, man. Alright. I'll talk about this at the end. She's bleeding more. She's resuming mission. He's I'll be okay now. No matter what dilemma I may face, no matter what kaiju I may stand against, I won't give in. And Okanogi's you're 150 away from the designated point. It's Captain Narumi, Mommy, Daddy, I'll surpass them all. I'll be the strongest defense force officer there ever was. And you see Kafka just slamming the kaiju into place. As you have target point reached. And he's Mina! And she goes locked on. As she pulls out the huge gun. Just give me a second here. Sorry, give me a second. Yeah, so she pulls out the huge, like, railgun that she's using before. So yeah. Just quick thoughts on this chapter. I don't know, man. Like, the longer Kaiju goes on, the more it's kind of, like, falling prey to, like, the very stereotypical, like, shonen tropes. And it's kind of, like, hurting the storytelling more and more and more. On the one hand, like, if we are getting towards the end, it's kind of like, alright, you know, it's already kind of got, like, you know, the death of 1,000 cuts. Like, alright, it's not really going to affect it too much. Let's just put it out of its misery now. But if it is going to continue past this point, then it feels like it's going to indicate, like, a decline in the quality of the writing going forward. Because a lot of, like, the early parts of this series kind of tried to emphasize this idea of, like, oh, you know, no person should be trying to take on all of these burdens, all of these regrets, like all of this baggage onto themselves. You know, they should be learn to rely on others' help, to work as a team so that they can kind of spread it around, you know, so not one person has to carry all this weight and be, like, kind of buried under it. And then now we're kind of having the characters get like the exact opposite lessons where they're like, no, it's like, I don't want anyone to rescue me. I want to be able to do this by myself. Like, I have to be strong enough to save everyone else. Like, I have to be the best, you know, like no one ever was. And it really, really kind of sucks that, like, he's kind of going to the shonen thing of, like, oh, you know, there has to be the one exceptional person that can do everything, that has to shoulder every burden on their back and, like, carry the series. And it's kind of like... it kind of sucks that they're putting that on Kikoru with, like, oh, you know, she's the genius, she can handle it. She can now wield, like, multiple numbers weapons. She's so good at this job. Like, oh my god, like, look at her go. And it just, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's very, very tropey, and it feels like it's lost a lot of the appeal and heart that a lot of the early parts of the series had. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like, oh, it's like there's parts, there still is aspects of that teamwork in play right now where you have, like, Mina being like, oh, you know, I'll shoot apart the core so the rest of you can kind of, like, you know, that the rest of you can blow it apart. You have Kikoru being like, you know, I'll find out where the core is located so people know where to aim. And you have Kafka trying to, like, box it into the location where it's going. But given that this series had an ensemble cast that it kind of pushed to the side for most of it, and at, like, the last minute kind of tried to bring them back in and make them relevant again, I feel like this would have been a good opportunity to kind of, like, you know, do more of that, kind of have the ensemble cast do more, play more of a supporting role in this arc, rather than just having, like, your 2-3 main players once again kind of carrying the weight of all of that. So, like, again, I don't know, it's disappointing, but, like, I won't really expect much better from the series at this stage. I also hate the stupid thing of, like, all the parents, like, oh, I have to harden my heart to trainers. Like, you know, I can't be the parent. I have to be strict with them to make sure that they're tough. Or, like, the old school, like, oh, you know, I have to give them that tough love kind of parenting stuff. It's just so stupid and dumb. Like, I just hate it every time I see it. Like, it doesn't make me think, like, oh, poor Kikoru. It just makes me think, oh, another trope that's being pushed into the series. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, alright, sure, I guess. But I don't know. I really hope it's not going to drag out further than this. Like, I feel like it's going to have, like, Ashura, like, missing a shot just to try to, like, ramp up the tension of the thing, and her being like, oh, you know, I'm going to exert myself to the limit as she tries to, like, fire off another shot or something. But I'm hoping we're, like, getting towards the end, because, like, again, this fight has been dragging for so long and is just not entertaining anymore. So with all that said, I hope you all did enjoy this review. If you did, you know, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, I'll get around to all the Shonen Jump stuff today, and then hopefully this weekend I will get back to some of the read-throughs as well. And hopefully now the tax season over, I'll hopefully be able to back to a more consistent schedule with weekly releases and things like that. But yeah, like I mentioned at the beginning, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.